The Rive Gauche tote bag from Saint Laurent has been on my wish list ever since it came out. Now that I've got one, do I think it's worth it? I'll be revealing everything that you need to know about this bag, from sizing, prices, what fits inside, outfit styling, and my final verdict. Should you buy one? Hey everyone, Steph here. If you are new to this channel and love all things luxury, you, my friend, are in exactly the right place because we get it. Make sure you join us by hitting the subscribe button and the bell down below. I recently unboxed this bad boy in a double YSL unboxing video. I will link to that one up here. And I said in that video, the Rive Gauche tote has been one that's been on my wish list for quite a long time, ever since the style first came out. However, the kind of original versions of this bag, the black and white and then the kind of linen-y colour but with like the black logo, I don't know, I liked them, but I didn't like them enough to take the plunge and make that investment, clearly because I never ordered one. Then recently, for 2022, the Sea Salt colorway came out, and there's a few things that I really liked about this bag. Just the colours in general, it is slightly more expensive, we'll talk price in a second, than the kind of original standard ones, but I'm really loving the lighter colour leather handles. They're like a grey taupe colour. The gold hardware, super important for me. I really love gold hardware versus silver. And then the fact that the Rive Gauche and Saint Laurent is stitched on here, so you can see, I feel like that detail makes the bag look a little bit more expensive than when it's just kind of printed onto the front of the bag. So this bag was ticking a lot of boxes for the first time. So now I'll share some of my first impressions of the bag. I'll show you close up, then we'll go through prices, sizes. I'll try it on with a few different outfits so that you can see how you might want to style this bag if you are considering one. If you are considering purchasing one, I will pop a link in the description box down below for you. This is an affiliate link, which means if you click it and then make a purchase, I may earn a small commission. I really appreciate it when you guys use those links in the description box. It means that I can keep creating free content like this for you, which I hope you find really helpful. First impressions then. I really like it. I really like the colorway, like I just said. I'm loving, it's kind of like a dove grey, and it looks really nice with more like neutral things. I think it actually goes quite well with this play suit that I've got on now, which is from Zimmermann. So we've got quite a few colours here, but the bag is more of a neutral. It also works really nicely. You'll see in the outfit shots with like a white dress. It's very summery. It's quite a lightweight bag. I wouldn't say this is heavy. I wouldn't say it's the lightest bag. I was actually expecting it to be lighter. I don't know why. I kind of thought with like the linen-y fabric on the sides of the bag, it would be lighter than what it is. But I actually like it has a little bit of weight to it because it feels like more of a quality product. It doesn't feel like super flimsy. And I think this kind of canvas here and the stitching, obviously all quite thick, but I like that about the bag. I feel like it isn't going to lose its shape. So overall first impressions, I am quite impressed. There was a few things that I noticed just before I ordered it actually. There is linen on the side of the bag, which does crease. I don't know if you could like steam iron it, I guess you could. This particular bag that I've got, you can see like some creasing there, look. This particular bag that I've got, I have seen ones that seem to be a lot worse. I've also seen ones where this kind of fabric here doesn't lay perfectly flat. Here you go, there's a slight example here. You can see that kind of bulges out. But I mean, overall, I feel like this is quite a good version of the bag. You don't have any of that bulging on this one. So yeah, I was a bit worried about that, but I don't feel like it's too bad. Now let me show you close up. I have just shown you like the stitching detail and the handles, gold hardware. Side of the bag is like a linen fabric. On the back is plain. There are no studs on the bottom of the bag. It is like the linen fabric. With this being a light colour, I know a lot of people might worry about it getting dirty. It feels like you could probably wipe this clean quite easily. The handles, again, they're probably going to darken over time being such a light leather, but actually they're kind of like I say, a bit of a grey, so I don't feel like that will be too much of an issue. And because this is fabric, you could probably get this spot dry cleaned if you do kind of spill anything on it. I will probably look to protect this with Carbon Pro just to make it waterproof, so that if any like liquid like a coffee or a tea got spilt on it, you know, hopefully that never happens, but if it does, Carbon Pro would help to stop the liquid actually absorbing into the bag. I will pop a link to Carbon Pro down below. I use it on basically all my bags just to protect them. So let me show you inside of the bag. Super simple inside of here. We have the zipper compartment across the back, a very big zipper compartment. You could definitely get like a lot inside of there. I'll show you what fits inside very soon. And it does open out quite nicely. You can kind of push the bottom out and then it becomes quite a large bag. But one of the details I do like on this tote as well is that you have these popper buttons here. So you can actually close the bag. So now it's closed. I mean, it's not like ridiculously secure, but you've got them on the sides as well. But it, you know, a lot of tote bags don't have that option, like you cannot close them. I like the fact it's closed because then people can't easily put their hands inside of the bag. It helps to keep everything inside of the bag, safe inside of there. And you know, if the bag were to fall over now, nothing I don't think would really fall out of it because all the poppers are closed along the top. So that's definitely a really great feature. Now let's take a look at some of the Rive Gauche range on the Saint Laurent website, including sizes and prices that are available. Current range available at the time of publishing this video. You've got the original Rive Gauche totes here on the left at £1,690. These are the larger size tote bags. So you've got the black and white, and then you've got the linen with the black leather handles. You've then got variations of this, like this raffia, £2,650. That one is a premium due to the fabric it's made from. Then you can see the two new sea salt combinations here, £1,550 for the small one, which is the one featured in this video, £1,750 for the larger size. These pictures help to see the size difference. You've then got some newer ones like green colour. You've got this stripy one, $1,750. You've got some also like weaved raffia bags here, like tote bags, not the Rive Gauche, but I guess they've got Rive Gauche on them, so you know, kind of similar. And you've got a more neutral one here, $1,750. This one has the Rive Gauche, but it isn't stitched and embroidered on there. I prefer the embroidering. I think it just looks more expensive. And then you've also got this embroidered one here with raffia and black leather. I was super tempted by this one, $1,750. However, I couldn't find this in the small size, and I knew that I didn't want the larger size personally. Here is an example of some of the full leather ones. These are quite unisex, I think, the leather ones. Got a brown, and then you've got the black. So the small black one, $1,890. The larger one, $1,990, more expensive than the canvas counterparts, obviously due to the materials. And then you've got these taller ones here, $1,390 for the canvas one, $1,890 for the leather. Now let's take a look at what fits inside. Let's see what fits inside the Rive Gauche tote then. Again, you've got the zipper compartment at the back, and then just one large compartment here. So I'm going to start with a laptop because some people might want to use this bag as a work bag. This is a 13-inch MacBook Air, so it will fit, here we go, it will quite easily fit a standard size laptop in. Let me just open it out a bit more. You can see in there that it fits. A 16-inch laptop probably won't fit in here, but a 13-inch does. I have an iPad Pro, probably similar size to the Amazon Kindle if you wanted to have some beach reads potentially. I'll put that in alongside the laptop, so as you can see, that fits perfectly fine. Here I have a physical book. You can't beat the real thing, right? Pop that in there. That's laptop, iPad and book, and we have plenty of room left. A bottle of water. This is essential, especially on warm days. You can see that easily fits in. It does not poke out of the top there. A full-size Louis Vuitton Capucine purse here. Personally, I prefer a smaller one. So the large size purse won't fit inside of the zipper compartment. It will fit inside the main bag there. You have a smaller purse like my Louis Vuitton zippy coin purse here, or a card holder, that will easily fit into the zip pocket at the back, but that's there with everything in. iPhone, that will also fit inside the zippy pocket with the small coin purse. Car keys here as well. and that all fits. We have a laptop, an iPad, a book, a full-size purse, a small purse, an iPhone, keys, a bottle of sun lotion, full-size bottle of sun lotion, a full-size bottle of water, and there is still, you could still get some more items on here. Now I will say that the bag is of course getting very heavy, but I hope this demonstrates just how big this bag actually is. Now let's try the Rive Gauche tote on with a few different outfits to give you some inspiration on how you might wear this beautiful bag. Pros and cons that I can see with this bag. There's definitely quite a lot of pros going for this bag. Like I've said, you can get different versions of the bag, different colorways, so you can get one that suits you. Personally, I'm just loving how neutral this is. I'm loving the gold hardware, all those extra little details. One of the most prominent pros for me actually is one that I didn't really think a whole lot about before I ordered this. It's actually the popper closing across the top. The 3 poppers that you can push close so that, you know, if your bag tips over, maybe you're on the beach, if it's windy or if someone knocks it, if you've got your bag poppered shut, it's not going to spill the contents of everything out. Not only that, you've got an extra level of privacy. Maybe you've got items in here that you just don't want people peeking into or, you know, grabbing really easily. So yeah, I knew that it poppered closed, but I never really thought about that. But actually getting the bag here, I definitely think that's one of the most prominent pro points for me, because I don't have another tote bag that closes like this one does. Another great pro is that you've obviously got the size option, which one you want to go for. You've got the smaller size, which is this one. You've also got the larger size. So if you're planning to carry maybe a beach towel or really large items, you can get the next size up. Personally, for me, this is definitely big enough. Cons that I can see with the Rive Gauche tote bag. The first one is that it's made from fabric, not leather. So I see this as a pro in the sense that if you are using this bag in a warmer climate, the last thing I personally would want to do is use a leather bag in a really warm climate, because the leather, I don't know, can just get more supple, and just generally you shouldn't leave animal skin like leather in direct sunlight. It's just not good for it. So I feel like this is good because you can actually use it in that. But in terms of a con, obviously fabric can absorb moisture quite a bit easier than leather can. Generally, wiping them clean isn't going to be as easy. Spill a coffee on this, it will stain it. So ways to combat that: Carbon Pro or Apple Guard, spray it, it will help to make the bag water repellent. If you are using the bag a lot, I would reapply this every 2 or 3 months if you're using it every day. If you aren't going to use it so much, maybe just on the odd occasion, I would do it maybe every 3 to 6 months. But you can always pour water over the bag to see how water repellent it is without staining the bag. The linen on the side of the bag, it does crumple, so that is worth noting. A full bag in the linen I don't think would look very good. I like the fact that you've got the thicker canvas on the front and the back, because that isn't going to crumple like a fabric because it's much thicker. And the other con obviously is that with this being quite a square bag, no feet on the bottom, you know, this bit here is going to have contact wherever you put it down. I can definitely see these edges here wearing. I'd be quite wary as well because they are fabric edges. You know, these are going to wear, and once they've worn out, I can imagine you might be able to see even the inside of the bag. So personally, I don't put any of my bags through any of their paces like every single day. That this bag for me isn't going to be a bag that I use every day. It's more of a summer beach bag. So I'm not too worried about that. But if you do plan to use any of the Rive Gauche totes like that, you can get leather options now. I would probably go down that route if you want a workhorse bag. But if you are looking for a bag that you are able to take care of it and you aren't using it every day, I would go for one of the like linen canvas versions. The obvious other con I've addressed. With this one in particular, it's light, we've got the light leather on the handles, it will darken, it will show stains over time, but with fabric you can get them spot dry cleaned. So if you do have a major accident, you know, there is a solution there which could hopefully help take the stain out. Final verdict on this tote bag, is it worth it, especially after the price increase? This one I said I got just before the last price increase, so I think it was £975. It is now £1,055, $1,550 I believe, this particular sea salt one in the US. Slightly more expensive than your standard ones. Do I think it's worth it? Look, £1,000 on any bag is a lot of money, but in terms of like Saint Laurent and the range, I definitely think you're getting quite a lot of bag for your money. I'm definitely liking the features. I think if you find a colorway and a size that works for you and you need a tote bag, I 100% think the Rive Gauche tote is worth the investment. Looking at its competitors, Louis Vuitton tote bags, the Dior book tote bag, for example, I think they're all beautiful bags. I have the Louis Vuitton on the go myself. You will be looking to spend probably double what the Rive Gauche tote bag is. So for a designer bag of this size, with this quality stitching on there, with the popper details where you can close it, I don't think is a ridiculous price in the designer bag world. And I definitely think that the Rive Gauche tote is a great bag as a summer bag, a beach bag, versus a lot of other bags that I've got. Like I said, I don't want to take like leather out in the sun. This is a great option and I think it looks great. It goes with outfits really easily, quite an easy bag to style. Let me know what you think though in the comments down below. Are you loving this tote? Make sure you don't go anywhere because coming up next, I will link my latest video release here for you, and over here, I'm going to be taking you through the 13 cheapest YSL bags that you can buy right now. Enjoy.